Hey guys, welcome to Cornerfield Farm. I'm Cindy and it is garden day. We are outside. It is beautiful today. Sorry for the sunglasses and the crazy hat, but you know, got to protect myself from the sun. We have been busy and hard at it. Let's take a peek at the garden. It doesn't look like much, but it's a lot. And this is where we expanded. We have our silage tarp. Up there, we're gonna leave it there for a couple weeks since I have time. I'm not in a great big hurry. We got planted really late. This is all my broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and I don't know if it's going to do anything. It might be too late. Who knows? Time will tell. Here is some strawberries I transplanted. I just started putting some wood chips around them. I need to finish that. But then we got busy doing other stuff. Here's our kale going to seed. Our lettuce, I can't win with that. The cat kept coming in here and digging it up, so I stopped. We have tomatoes. Lots and lots of tomatoes. I was lucky enough to get some of the giant crimson tomatoes from M.I. Gardner, which I'm super excited to grow this year. Had 4 that germinated out of 5 seeds. Here's our peppers. And then I will be putting drying beans on these 2 trellises, as well as cucumbers and maybe some pole beans. These are my cucamelons that I just transplanted. They got way too long, but I think they'll take off okay. I have 2 rows of onions here. Why am I telling you all this? Because this is my video diary, so when I forget what I planted where. And then I will put 2 more rows of onions in front of this trellis. I have 2 rows of potatoes here. I've never grown potatoes, so they might not do anything at all. This is where we're at, and husband's hard at it, bush hogging. He brought a couple loads of wood chips over here to me to spread around the plants, and here's the joys about getting free wood chips. Yeah, garbage. So, but I'm thankful the tree companies come all the way out here and drop stuff off, because we are pretty far. This is our tomato trellising system. We used this for the first time last year. I think Lazy Dog is doing that, this trellising system this year as well. I have to tell you, this is my favorite way. The only thing I can say is you do have a little bit of initial investment. However, because of the way the strings are, I clip it at the base of the plant, which of course I haven't done yet. You can tell they're all swaying in the breeze. But once you clip them, really, they just grow up the string. Now I keep a single stem. I don't let mine go kind of crazy. And I do have indeterminates, so they'll get pretty long. And last year, I would just put them over the bar and let them grow down the other side. This is fantastic. They move with the wind. If we get strong storms, the strings blow around, tied up to the plants can move in the breeze, and there is no damage. I really, truly love this. You get lots of airflow around the plants. It's easy to move around in between the plants and the rows versus something like the cattle panel, where you have to go all the way to the end of the row and walk to the other side. That's not my favorite thing to do. I'm kindly lazy, and I know that. So this works really well for us. And like I said, it is a little bit of an investment up front, but for me, it's totally worth it. Totally pays for itself. I am going to water these onions really good. You can see where I ran out of water and had to go drag the hose up. I was using a bucket. And then I'm going to cover this with wood chips, and then I'm going to plant the onions over there. and get that covered with wood chips. So there's a lot going on today. See my mess? Before I get to planting those onions, I'm going to take you over here and show you these strawberries that are just jamming. I did not think they would bust out of the ground like they did this year. I'm super excited because we go through a crazy amount of strawberries in this house. Look at these strawberries. I had a raised bed here, which is why the soil is like this. And we moved them all around the garden and we tilled all this up. We have a lot of drainage problems over here, so he's going to use the grader and level the ground out some and grade it. But I don't have the heart to move these strawberries. I'm going to have to wait until fall because this is a 4 foot by 8 foot square, and that is full of plants. I thought he was bush hogging. I guess not. He's getting me wood chips and compost. Hello, ladies. That's the prettiest rooster. I don't know if you can see his colors because I'm looking at my phone and it's hard to tell. But he is absolutely beautiful. And we hatched him last year. Looks like a little dust bath action going on over here. Birds are having a good old time. You'll notice a lot of the ground is bare. We just went through and tilled all this because it was so hard and compacted that the grass wouldn't grow. So we just scraped it. Love those guineas. Here's our babies. They have the opportunity to come out and mingle, but they're not. They're really pretty. 25, I think, is what we have. Golden Commons, and as you can see, there's a rooster. Oh, he just disappeared. There he is, standing up. We were not supposed to have a rooster in that mix, but surprise, a rooster. Our fruit trees are jammed. These fruit trees look amazing. This has peaches on it already. This is the first real year with it, and I am super duper excited. Let me see if I can find a peach. See if you can see right there. There's I won't say a bunch, there's 4 or 5, maybe a little more on there. These are our apple trees, and they are doing okay. That one in the back is kind of struggling a little bit, that one back over there. And then there's our pear tree. I'm not sure if you can see that, it's kind of far away. I need to get one more pear tree so we have a companion pollinator. Surprise! 2 mamas sharing a nest. This is amazing. We have no idea how many eggs are under there because, to be honest, we weren't keeping track. I think there's some chicken eggs and turkey eggs under those 2 mamas. They should be hatching this week, sometime this week, hopefully. But I can't believe 2 mamas shared the same nest. And they take turns going out to eat. One stays, the other one goes out in the morning and eats. Come back, they swap places. It's really cool. And this is our newest addition. Salt and pepper. You can only see pepper, you can't see salt. The white one is named Pepper, the black one is named Salt. Here we go. This will give us a closer look at them. They're just little tiny babies. The black one is 4 months old, and I believe the white one is 2 months, something like that. They like to be held. We have some fencing panels from our very first chicken coop. This was the run, and they've been sitting here for a few years unused, And I think we've decided that we're going to build this around the rabbit hutch on the ground and then put a ladder, some type of ramp or something, so they can come down out of that hutch and go get some exercise and then put them up at night. But it's on the list, and we all know in this lifestyle the list is incredibly long and never ending. Well, that's where we're at today, outside working, and you see how dirty my hat is? I get my dirty garden hands and then I take it on and off, and it is always filthy while washing. No sense really. And let's just take a minute to appreciate how pretty this clematis is. Every year that it blooms, I'm surprised at how pretty it is. There's 3 different clematis plants planted in there. I can't take credit for that. The lady that built this house put those in, and they're quite beautiful. However, the rabbit poo that we keep adding to the bottom, I'm sure is helping, because the first year that we were here, we didn't fertilize it, and it did okay. And after that, we started putting our rabbit droppings down there, and then it exploded. All right, it's time for me to get some planting and watering done. I'll bring you back at the end and show you where we're at.